one of the podcasts that Lou Williams is on. They're talking about Austin Reaves. I want you guys to just take a listen, and they're talking about basically the value of Austin Reaves as the third best player on this Lakers team as a third option. Take a quick listen.
This is not a diss to Austin Reaves. He's not.
Usually when you say this is not a diss, it might be a diss. You're not trying to make it a diss, but it sort of might sound like a diss. Here's Lou Williams.
This is not a diss to Austin Reaves. He's not even the best third option in Los Angeles.
Whoa.
Would you take Austin Reaves or would you take Norman Powell?
I knew Norman Powell was coming.
Close my case.
I don't
that's
know.
That's not even like a real thing. A third option isn't a thing. That's not a thing.
But doesn't the third option also matter where you are? The third option.
Third option for the team that he plays for.
Right.
But let's stop.
That is the best point that he made. He's a great third option for the team that he plays for. And if you actually want to make a run, Reaves can't be your second option. Shouldn't be your second option. And in a perfect world, you have a team like Boston where your third option could be Drew Holiday. Your third option could be Derek White. Your third option could be Kristaps Porzingis. Basically, you have so many guys that are all really good that third option kind of is up in the air. When I think of the Lakers back in the day, when I think of the Lakers back in the day, you guys remember they had, let's go to Kobe and Powell. Who was a third option for the Lakers with Kobe and Powell? I'll tell you who it was. One night it was Andrew Bynum. The next night it might be Lamar Odom. The next night it might be Derek Fisher. Go to the Shaq and Kobe days, right? One night it might be Robert Horry. The next night it might be Rick Fox. The next night it might be Derek Fisher. It might be Devin George. Could be a number of different guys. You kind of got your basics of who typically steps up. But championship squads, for the most part, it's like, yeah, there's a rotating 3-4 players that can be the best player on any given night. For the Lakers, it's not really that. For the Lakers, it's Luka, LeBron, Reaves. Maybe you have a night where Gabe Vincent hits a couple of shots and we make a big deal about it, or Rui has a night, or Jordan Goodwin goes off, or Dalton Connect. But for the most part, it's going to be Austin Reaves before any of those other role players. Let's keep listening here.
Stop the best third option.
It's a good point, too, because Norman Powell was an all-star snub. Austin Reaves wasn't an all-star snub.
It's not a real thing. So I don't want his fans upset about something that's not even real. So he's a great third option for the team that he's on and the way that he plays. He's a great basketball player, but it's not even a real.
What do you guys think? What do you guys think? He's got a good point there, what he's trying to say, or is it? I really don't think he's trying to be disrespectful to AR. I really don't think he is. But there's a little bit that comes off that he's not even the best third option in LA. And he mentions Norman Powell because of James Harden, obviously Kawhi Leonard, and Norman Powell. I will tell you this. There was a ranking. Let me actually, I want to compare I wrote them down here. Both players' stats, okay? Norman Powell's averaging 22 points a game, almost 23, with 2 assists, okay? Austin Reaves is averaging 20 points a game with 6 assists and 4.5 rebounds. My personal preference, give me the guy that's scoring 20 points, 6 assists, and 4.5 rebounds over the guy giving you 23 points a game with 2 assists and 3 rebounds. That's a personal opinion there. But I don't think there's that far off between what Norman Powell brings to the table and what Austin Reaves brings to the table. That's just my own personal opinion. I've seen Reaves drop 45 on the Indiana Pacers. I've seen him have triple doubles. I've seen him drop 30. I've seen him have 12, 13 dimes. Kind of seen him do a little bit of everything. But that's just kind of the stats from both of those players. I saw this. This was kind of interesting. Before the season started, this is on September 25th. I was just kind of curious going back here, ranking the NBA's number 3 options. Okay, and they ranked the best third stars in the NBA. Look how much things change as the season goes. Who do you think was the number 1 third option in the NBA coming into the season? What do you guys think it was? I'm going to let you guys kind of put a couple of players out there because I'd be curious I'd be curious to get your guys' opinion of who you guys think was the number one third option coming into the season. And let's just say once the season starts, you have an idea of who it might be. And then once the season starts, how much all of that actually changes. Okay. Let me read some of these. Got Beal. Got Evan Mobley. Got Porzingis. Got Darius Garland. We got Booker. We got Tyrese Maxey. Chris Middleton, I think, is a good guess too. Donovan, it's basically the head of the snake for them, even though they got a lot of players. Paul George was the number one ranked third option. So they thought Tyrese Maxey, which I would have as well, was before. Tyrese Maxey's not going to be your third best player. He's going to be one or two. I know if Joel Embiid is healthy, Embiid will be your one, Tyrese will be your two. But obviously he was never healthy. They had Paul George as the best third option in the NBA. Number 2, they had Rudy Gobert. Number 3, they had Kristaps Porzingis. Number 4, they had Chet Holmgren, which is that's actually a good one because of Jalen Williams and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And then number 5, they had Desmond Bane. So those were your top 3, or those were your top 5 third options. Do you know how far down the list Austin Reaves was? I'll tell you guys right now. Number 22. Before the season started, he was at number 22. A lot has changed, and I'm not here saying, oh, Lou Williams is crazy or this, that, whatever the case is. The point that I'm trying to make is how much Austin Reaves just continues to kind of, anybody that had doubt in him continues to kind of jump up some of those rankings. So they had him all the way down at number 22. Clearly, if you re-rank that today, Austin Reaves is probably on that top 5 list. I'd have to look to see, where exactly. And I'm not sure I'm sure there's a lot of really, really good third options for other teams that we're not watching on a night in, night out basis, but they had him all the way down at number 22. So something to keep in mind there. Rather have Norman than Austin. You can make that argument. I like the stats of what Reaves does. Give me 26 and 4.5 over one extra 3-pointer from Norman Powell with 2 assists. Norman Powell's a good player. I'm a fan of his game too. He's a good player. I know last couple of times I want to say Lakers have played them, they didn't have Norman Powell, so he was injured. Norman Powell is one-dimensional, not AR. I think Norman Powell actually sneaky can get to the basket. He doesn't have the stop and go that Austin Reaves does. Reaves can draw fouls, get to the basket. Norman Powell, definitely a better 3-point shooter than Austin Reaves. I'm assuming so. I haven't really looked at the stats, but what I'm thinking. Let's see what we got here. Honestly, Reaves is a bench player, rotation guy. He's not even as good as Kirk Heinrich, and Heinrich was really good. Guys, Reaves a good player. Reaves a good player. I don't know what you guys want me to tell you. He's a solid player. But like I said, I'm going to go back to the point that I made. Championship teams. Go back to Warriors winning championships, right? I mean, how many players do these guys have? You guys remember, okay, put Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, put those guys to the side. Draymond Green, you want to even put him to the side. Andre Iguodala, Sean Livingston. Eventually, Kevin Durant came aboard. Like, to be a championship team, there isn't a clear-cut third star because you got 2 stars, but you got a number of different players that are out there that are obviously contributing on a night in, night out basis as well. This is a good one too. I'll use Denver as an example. Okay, Denver had Jamal Murray, Nikola Jokic. You knew that was your 1-2. Aaron Gordon can go off in any night. Michael Porter can go off in any night. KCP can go off in any night. Bruce Brown can go off in any night. Got to have depth. Okay, last one I'm going to read here, and then we'll get to a couple other topics. I love Reaves as a Laker. We need to keep at least some of our homegrown crazy Laker players aren't allowed to have a bad night here or there without them being heavily criticized or praised. Yeah, I have a difficult time. I don't really understand. With Reaves, I feel like there's a lot of There's people that really like him, or there's a lot of criticizing that comes towards AR. That one gets a little confusing. It's like Austin Reaves isn't making $30 million a year. Let me give you a good example. When we're critical about Rui Hachimura, you're critical because Rui's making $17 million a year. Take what Rui does for the Lakers and what Reaves does for the Lakers. Take those two players. Reaves, 8 nights out of 10, is going to have better performances than Rui Hachimura. And he's also making less money than Rui. But I feel like a lot of it goes towards Austin Reaves, as in he's not doing enough. I don't know. That one's a little bit surprising to me. Okay, as we do every Monday and Friday. Mondays we do the recap. Fridays we do the preview. Let's spend a little bit of time looking at a couple of storylines that we're grabbing from the weekend. A couple of main stories in the NBA as well. Let me just finish off the NBA here real quick because there's a couple other things that I just want to point out. It looks like I saw earlier today that Steph Curry is joining the Warriors in Miami. So I'm not sure when he's coming back, but it sounds like he'll be coming back soon. All right, thank you very much for watching the clip. Just want to give a shout out here to one of our partners, the Wallace Firm. They are official injury attorney of the Sliwa Show and Hoops Talk, the entire channel. If you are ever in a need, and I hope you're not, but some type of serious injury with yourself or a family member of yours, I would like to personally help you by introducing you to the best in the business, Brad Wallace and the Wallace Firm. Also got a URL out here that you can use as well. Just go to wallacewins.com/Sliwa. Thank you for their partnership, and thank you for being a part of the Sliwa Show.